Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
A nice and cool night after a lot of rain made its way into the Treasure Valley region, and honestly a majority of Idaho saw those showers pass on through. Some of the mountain ranges saw a little bit of snow activity on top of that too into those higher elevations. That is current temperature sitting into the 50s for most parts in Nampa, Caldwell, Homedale, Cuna sitting there 49 degrees, just a smidge cooler over in Boise. Nice and cool up in Cascade sitting at 39. The really cool nights that's expected heading in probably between Monday and Tuesday. That's where the temperatures are really set to drop. And we'll have some clearer skies. That's not going to be the case heading into tomorrow, though. Here's that system that caused all of that rain today, and another one is set to roll on in. Take a look at the deeper blue that's happening on your screen right here. That's some of the coldest temperatures that we are going to see heading in to Sunday, and some more rain on the way. Ontario going to get a fair bit of showers. Twin Falls, Mountain Home, Boise, yeah, we're all going to be seeing that rain pass on through. Luckily, heading into Monday, skies are going to start to clear out just a little bit more, and this high pressure ridge is going to build on in, bringing in some hopefully nicer conditions, nicer temperatures on top of that too. We have some very light chances of showers heading into Wednesday, so something to just prepare for, but it looks as though nice and clear skies after Sunday. Heading into Monday, we're going to start to clear on up. Temperatures will take a little bit of a bump, but nothing too crazy. Most likely going to be sitting into those upper 50s, maybe even some 60-degree ranges for some parts of Idaho, but a lot of us are still going to be feeling those chillier conditions, and those nights are going to continue to dwindle down when it comes to the temperatures. When it comes to the rain, we might actually see a little bit of a break. Take a look at our 6 to 10 day outlook. Wetter than normal conditions, of course, sitting over the top of Seattle and Vancouver. That's what they normally see this time of year. But Twin Falls, Idaho Falls, starting to fall into that drier category, which is nice to see. A little bit of a break because last week you took a look at this map and all of the Pacific Northwest, including a majority of the West Coast, was covering the wetter than normal. So might see a slight break if you're not a big fan of that rain. We're going to start to see some drier conditions roll on in. Boise still sitting just barely wetter than usual this time of year, but something to pay attention to, especially as we head into that La Nina winter where more rain is expected in our portion of the state. So let's get to that extended forecast because yes, showers are on the way going into Sunday, a 70% chance for the Magic Valley region. Take a look, those overnight lows, 26 degrees, really chilly expected. Probably gonna have to scrape that frost off the windshield into the morning time. We're gonna have some nice clear skies quickly after that. Temperatures sitting into the 50s. We'll have a couple of 40s going into Sunday and Monday, and then hopefully by Saturday, those 60s will start to return to Idaho. A lot of showers on the way, like I mentioned, continuing on heading into Sunday, and the Treasure Valley is going to be a part of it too. That drop in temperatures going down to 33 degrees, a cold one expected between Monday and Tuesday. But at least the clear skies are going to keep things nice and warm for us during the daytime. 57 on the way for Tuesday, almost getting up to 60 heading into Wednesday. We'll sit there consistently into the 50s across the board. There are chances of 60 going into next weekend, but the main focus tomorrow, make sure to stay dry and stay warm too.